My name's Kevin.
My name's Jeff.
And we're here to talk to you about the environment.
And soup.
And soup. So how does the environment help you in your home? Do you use plastic Ziploc baggies at your house?
Never.
No, you better not. Not on my team.
Do you?
No, occasionally. He knows where they are in my drawer, so when we do a Facebook Live, anytime he goes for that drawer, I'm like,
center drawer.
The center drawer. Now you all know, so when you watch our Facebook Lives, the center drawer does have
dries.
Ziploc bags in, but it's only there for very few reasons. Anyway, so well, we're talking about the environment. So not only do I talk about my parties about the waste, that right, and not using Ziploc bags and plastic wrap and aluminum foil and all that stuff. So I take those things to my parties, and I talk about the fact that we don't want to use those things because of the environment, and a lot of things that Tupperware sells replaces those Ziploc bags, right? And you're going to buy it once, and you're going to have it forever. So you don't have to keep throwing things in the landfills and the streams and all that stuff. So I do talk about that as far as the environment. And our water bottles. It kills me when I see people walking out of the stores with the giant things of those water bottles. It just drives me crazy. So I really talk about the fact that we can use our own water bottles, use filtered water, use tap water or whatever, so that we're not having to throw those water bottles into the environment, right? Also, with our stack cooker is great because when you use your stack cooker, you are saving the environment by saving energy in your home, right? So that you're not turning on the stove, you're not having to run the gas and do all that stuff. So you can do fast, easy meals in your stack cooker in record time, all right? So tonight, what are we gonna make?
Soup.
We're making soup.
With an E.
With an E. Soup with an E because we're E.
Soupy.
Anyway, so soupy. We're making soupy. And we're using our stack cooker. So what I went ahead and did at home to save time was that I went ahead and cooked our ground beef with garlic and onion in our 1 3/4 quart. I always get the numbers wrong.
Yes.
1 3/4 quart with this. All right. So I cooked this in the microwave 5 minutes for my 1 pound of beef. All right, and it was 90% lean. And that is what came off my beef in 90%
See the fat stuck inside.
Isn't that disgusting, you guys? So, and show that at your parties because it's really a wow factor, right? So I cooked it in that and I discarded it in that, but we are going to not use these 2 pieces. We're going to use this piece to do our soup. So, let's begin.
So,
What do I do first?
well,
So
put your meat in there.
Put your meat in there. All right, so here's my meat. It's already pre-cooked, all right? And what's good about our freezer mates, this is an old version, sorry guys, but you can actually go ahead and pre-cook your beef or your taco meat and everything, and then you can just freeze it, so it's already cooked, so if you pull it out of the freezer in the morning time before you go to work, it's thawed in the refrigerator at the end of the day, and then we can have tacos, we don't have to cook, all right? So that's one way to save time that way.
3 cups of broth.
3 cups of broth. And that is
2.
2 cups. And does anybody know the difference between liquid measuring cups and non-liquid measuring cups?
No.
Does no one know the difference? I had Jeff Google it the other night.
Is that why you brought that, not the dry ingredient?
Yes!
Because in Cleveland last week,
I know, we
used
used
the
the
other ones.
dry ingredient.
So what's the difference?
Well, for one, is it helps you transport your liquids to your apparatus. So, because if you pour your liquid into your 1 cup dry measurer and you fill it all the way to the top, it's going to slosh over to the side, right? And then if you try to do your dry in here, you don't get an actual measurement because this is for liquid. So there is a difference. So you should always use your liquid measurers. Just telling you.
What do you know?
All right, so that's that. That was vegetables.
A can of diced tomatoes.
Ooh, a can of diced
with
tomatoes.
juice.
Would you like to talk about the can over there? And I'll put the vegetables in. How's that sound?
Everyone have a can of Do you know how to use it? Are you ready? Are you all sitting down? Spread the
Yes,
legs.
they are sitting down. It looks like they're not
Spread the
sitting
legs,
down.
and the black handle goes perpendicular to the can.
Correct.
And then you squeeze.
Correct.
Now you got
It
you
bites
need
down
to
on the
do.
side.
You can do the other one.
I can do the other one.
And then it just bites the side. There are no sharp edges. All you do is twist it. You can feel it release when it goes around. But what it's doing is releasing the seal. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
So then we're going to take our little beak on the white part.
Sure.
Look at that.
Isn't that great? No sharp edge.
No sharp edge.
Right.
See?
Awesome.
Nothing.
I did that once at a party, and there was like a little teeny thing there, and I cut my finger on it. I was like, ah, yeah. Okay,
So that
one,
came with juice.
1 can of diced tomato with juice, and then
Can of tomato paste.
Can of tomato paste. So again, spread your legs, on goes the top, and then bite down on the side. And then you can do it. You can do it twisty, but Jeff likes to do it this way.
His Jeff, not me.
My Jeff. See you do it.
I
this
don't
way.
know how to do that. I'd have probably given him a black eye and
Isn't that
broken
fun?
the window.
So you can do it that way too.
Spatula.
Do I have a spatula? I was just using the spatula.
Oh.
Hell.
That's not gonna fit.
So maybe I'm not supposed to do it.
You don't need a spatula. Open the bottom and it'll slide just right out.
Oh no! I was gonna use a spoon because I don't want to put my spatula down in there because it's too big.
You don't have to. If you open the bottom, the paste will slide out.
You push it through.
Take the bottom
Oh.
off,
Put that lid on.
So you open both ends?
and it just slides right in.
So we're gonna have an aha. We're gonna have an aha. We're gonna have an aha moment tonight. Have you ever tried this, Loretta? I know, Loretta's like,
Mama's gonna make me look like a liar.
Pam, if this works, that thing is a prop. Okay, so now, really, you do it this way? So I take this part off,
Slide it off. Push it out a little bit. There you go.
and then I take this part off.
No, push. Push through.
Push it.
Yeah, push.
You can't do
Can't
it.
do that with
Yeah.
this can opener.
Because it's the outside.
Right? See, with your regular can opener, you're cutting inside the can. That's why you can't swish your tuna fish with our can opener. And people have complained to me at parties saying, I can't squish my tuna fish, and I said, buy your tuna fish in an envelope.
But it's not the same.
It's cheaper in the envelope because you don't have any of the water.
Can you put it in sideways a little bit?
So,
Push it.
Can you bring me the spoon that I laid on the floor next to Steven?
No, you use the strainer on the quick shake to strain your tuna.
oh.
Spoon not required. Thank you, Paul.
Or our smaller spatula. That's one less heavy
Yeah.
thing you have to carry.
Now what?
Oh, I was just
Now the
amazed
people-
at that.
I know, I
Didn't
was
end up
amazed.
on
Look
you
at
or
that.
me.
Who knew?
Two teaspoons of Worcestershire
Oh, here,
sauce.
I'll let you do that. Worcestershire. Worcestershire. I've been practicing since last week in Cleveland. Worcestershire. Worcestershire.
Didn't practice enough. You needed another 10 minutes.
Worcestershire. Last week we used the tomato paste in a tube, and we didn't have quite
That was
enough.
a lot more fun.
So, yeah. It was squeezing the tomato paste out
A
of the tube.
teaspoon of Italian seasoning.
Okay, and that is that one.
Cabot.
That's pink sea salt for Loretta.
Cabot. My recruit says you just use soy sauce and it's easier to pronounce.
Yes, you
Well,
could just use soy sauce, but
Easier to say.
that would be a different recipe. Soy sauce.
Still
Right.
tastes good, though.
Worcestershire sauce. So that was our Italian seasoning, store-bought.
A bay leaf.
Well, bay leaf, which I forgot, and I store my bay leaves in the dry counterscapes. I'm just telling you, they're really great. Dry counterscapes are a great product to have on your countertop.
Salt and pepper to taste.
Salt, pepper to taste, but we're not tasting it yet, so should we put it in? Go ahead. Ooh, what's that? How much are you? Ooh, nice on my towel. Is that good?
Yeah, no, I didn't salt it.
And then we're gonna cook it for 10 minutes. Is that correct?
You're supposed to add 3 cups of frozen.
I already put the vegetables in. What? What happened?
What do you mean?
What happened?
Salt's a disinfectant. We're okay to use our hands. You can mix that with your hands. The salt's gonna kill all the germs.
Well, the microwave's gonna kill all of them.
That's it. That's it. Did you
That's
mix-
it.
Did
Okay.
you mix well?
Well, I think so. Would you like me to mix
No, I was just
more
asking.
well?
Oh, it looks pretty good.
I think it looks pretty good. Now, any kind of frozen vegetable will work. These came from Aldi, and I did go in and cut them up into smaller pieces because I'm weird about having giant pieces of stuff in my food. So the carrots were like these gigantic discs, and so
Like frisbees.
like frisbees. So I went in and I cut them smaller. But you know, you can do whatever you want with your vegetables.
10 to 12 minutes
10 to
on
12 minutes
high.
on high, and that's it. Terrific. Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah,
What do you need to say?
No, I think you said enough.